Episode of Guerreros podcast. We're gonna shoot a short and sweet episode for you guys with my friend over here, Carlos Avila. Okay, this man has a lot in his mind in the sense that he's able to put companies together to function as a company. Okay, today I came to visit him in the Long Beach.
Long Beach,
Long
yeah,
Beach.
we're in the city of Long Beach, guys.
So we're in the city of Long Beach today, okay? We're traveling over all of SoCal. But just to give you guys a little bit of what Carlos does, other than help companies, the processes, right, and the systems for
Absolutely.
a company, he has also branding, okay? Financial services, well, not financial services, finance services,
Finance,
because
money.
financial will be something else, but he helps companies through the whole thing. So Carlos, can you please tell us a little bit about what you have, what you do, and how you are able to help small businesses like All Roads and other companies that are out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, Jonathan, thank you for having me on Guerrero's podcast, and I wish you a lot of success with Guerrero's podcast. So, guys, my name is Carlos. I pretty much own probably 10 businesses under my parent company. My parent company is Level Up International, and we have multiple small businesses privately owned by me. And one of the things that I'm pushing forward right now that I'm realizing is that a lot of business owners and self-employed individuals pretty much has bought themselves another job.
Presente. That's me. That's why I'm here today.
So I just, showed Jonathan the whole system, whether you're self-employed or small business owners, that you need to implement in order for you to step out of your business and have freedom, okay, to go anywhere and do anything that you need and let your business operate, function without you. And if your company is not functioning without you, that means you still have a freaking job.
Yeah, not only that, man, but at least for myself, I have a very well paid job, in the sense that it's a business. I am a business owner, but I'm wearing all the hats. Okay, today coming to talk with Carlos over here, man, a good buddy of mine now. It's been an experience, an eye-opening experience, in the sense that now I see what it takes to step out of the company. Now I see what it takes to be a real CEO. Now I understand. I mean, not to say I understand it, right? But I was able to get a real picture of what it takes. I was able to hold the process in my hand, literally hold the processes in my hand.
Yeah.
And it was all I can say to Carlos is give him a good handshake.
Yeah.
Because this friendship is gonna become more than a friendship. Honestly, we have become. We're gonna become. Oh man, I don't even know the right word for this just yet.
But we're gonna become successful.
Thank you. We're gonna become successful, man. And this goes again. Is gonna get recorded. We're gonna end up with Global 1, Global 2. We're not gonna tell them what it is yet. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's leave that to their mind. But we're gonna end up with a Global 1, a Global 2. And the reason I say that is because the type of work that Carlos does is definitely the type of work that people like myself, business owners like myself, whether you have, whether, like for me, a garage door company, garden and lawn care company, haircut company, right? You're trying to do all this stuff, and we end up being that stuff. We end up being the CEO. We end up being the office. We end up being the person that answers the calls. We end up being the bookkeeping. We end up being the financial part of everything. Okay, meeting Carlos today, like I said, he's definitely gonna help me step out of that. Not even out of that. I want to say remove all the hats. Right.
You have to. Yeah.
So let me ask you something, Carlos. What is one thing for you that you see entrepreneurs, small business owners struggling the most?
Well, one of the things that they're struggling the most, honestly, it's that they're still operating their business. And when they're operating their business, they're stuck and they can't grow because a lot of time goes into that, right? And you think you're running a business. Well, in reality, you're not running a business, right? And a lot of entrepreneurs are self-employed individuals. Yeah. And they think they're entrepreneurs. They think they're business owners. But But the reality, can they step away 3 months?
That's right.
You know, if you cannot step away 3 months from your company, you're not an entrepreneur.
You have a good job.
You know, you have a good paying job.
And that's if you're actually getting paid good, you know. And then I say that because a lot of, or at least a lot of the individuals that start their business, what happens is they are either breaking even or not making money.
And let me go hard on some organizations out there, okay, guys, and because I see a lot of things that they're not even giving you the meat. Okay, I see a lot of people that are, you know, supposedly mentors, business mentors, but they're not giving you the meat. Okay, we got businesses, entrepreneurs, small business owners that are giving out their last penny to individuals. Okay, that are not giving you the exactly system that you need. Okay, nothing wrong with that. That is one of the reasons why hungry entrepreneurs end up, you know, not getting from point A to point B, because they're not getting the meat. What is the meat? Well, I can tell you what's the meat. Very simple. Your company needs a system, right? Now, I'm not going to go into detail on everything your company needs, but every business, okay, has systems to become successful.
Right. And for myself, I am the system. I am everything, okay? So him saying this is not necessarily tell you, hey, don't invest in this, don't invest in that. Is to let you know that there is a real game plan. There is a real blueprint. Success, of course, leaves clues, but this guy has a whole blueprint, okay? So read that out, Ivan. He has a whole blueprint. The main thing about this is, can I be doing this myself? Of course I can. But I was telling him, for how long? How much longer? Like, one of the things is I do have the energy. I do have some time to myself, right? But if I was to step out of my business right now, what's going to happen is it's going to plummet, okay? I give up. I'm not only giving up potential work that might come in, I'm giving up opportunities that may show up. So when you think about things like that, what is that costing you on, like, for real? What is that costing you in reality? Are you just like, oh, I'm stepping out of my company for a week? Okay, but you have nothing in place to take care of that week that you're stepping out. So now you're missing on opportunity, you're missing on jobs, you're missing on potential revenue and cash flow that needs to come in, right? For me, can I step out a little bit? Of course, a few days at most. Can I go back and continue my work? Of course I do, but it has to come through me. I don't have a time to relax. I don't have a time to be like, all right, well, you know what? Such and such got the this part of the work. Everything has to be run through me. With individuals like Carlos, one thing I want to point out, individuals like Carlos, you may not ever bump into someone like Carlos Avila, and I'll tell you why. Because this man is doing some real work when it comes to showing small businesses the whole meat. So you're not just getting the bun and the other bun, and then what you might want in the middle. No, this guy is going to give the structure that you actually need to build that next step.
Absolutely. And again, let me say that it's not wrong on investing on people. Nothing wrong. But there is so much wrong if they don't give you the what you need, the right information. Yeah.
And then just to mention about why it's not wrong, let me tell you why. Because I myself have invested heavily into other mentors, and I've learned a lot, of course. But one of the great things that came through that was the network part. And through the network, I was able to meet Carlos. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Some of you out there that are struggling in your business may not even bump to a Carlos. Your Carlos that's in your area. I'm literally about 7 hours away from home, and I met this man. We still can't remember how we met.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, like asking each other, like, how do we met? We don't even know, like. But I mean, we know like how we came into the same bubble, which is through other mentors. But how we connected, that I don't remember.
But see, that's one thing. Like, is it bad to invest in other mentorships? Of course it's not. But you gotta have a plan in mind of, hey, okay, well, I might invest in such and such, but this is what I'm going for. For me, it was the networking. For me, it was to understand business a little better. But through the whole process, I was able to meet, like I said, Carlos Avila. How long do you have doing your businesses? Or when did you start?
So I've been in business since 2013. That's probably like 11 years, give or take. And I've been, in business since 2013. I started off with a private security company. The reason is because I wanted to become a police officer. So that's how I got into business.
How did Carlos Avila come about?
Yeah, so Carlos Avila, my name is a business itself. Okay, I get paid, for me to go do speaking gigs. Okay, and they freaking hire me as a person. That's how Carlos Avila came about as a business. So you were born. Obviously, you were given a name. That itself, it's a business. If you're not making a business out of your name, then there's a lot of room for improvement there.
Definitely. And how long have you done the whole car? Because before that, you said you have the private security, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing Carlos Avila?
So Carlos Avila, I've been doing it for about 2 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and within those 2 years, I have the pleasure now of doing Carlos Avila's private business masterminds that we do every week.
And does Carlos Avila also take off Avila's branding, text?
Yeah, so Carlos Avila actually does not have to do nothing to do with the rest of the companies. Remember, every company is its own company. Avila Branding is obviously a marketing agency, but we specialize in personal branding. Okay, and one of the things I'm going to tell you guys about personal branding. One thing is me just giving you information on personal branding and me actually teaching you exactly the points that you need to work on a personal brand, right? Because there's points that a person needs to work on. And we specialize in personal branding management. That means we manage the individual, not their business. Okay, a lot of people get confused, Well, you don't know nothing about my business. Well, I'm not here to know anything about your business. I'm here to manage you as a person, to, like Carlos Avila, to make more money. So this is the thing about when it comes to a personal brand. We call it the mandala. It's called the mandala because a mandala, if you guys don't know, is a circle, the main circle, with a little bunch of circles around it. And you guys could look it up. It's called a mandala. So you're the core, you're the brand. Now you have to create sources of income around your name. Whether it's books, conferences, courses, whatever, around you as a person. Not your business. That's a whole totally different world. So we call it the mandala, and we have to create a mandala around you.
There you go. So as you see in this, you are an individual, but you yourself.
You are a business.
You are a business.
Yeah.
Literally, you are a business. And for some of you guys, I mean, I understand, like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, he literally just explained it.
Yeah.
You are here to, I mean, and this goes for the entrepreneurs, which is our audience, right? But you are that one person that's going to bring all that money in. And if nobody knows you, nobody's going to literally buy from you. So by him letting you know, hey, you're here, right? You're here. And you're building all these sources of income that are coming to you, all this
around
streams.
you, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like
difference.
around you. So you're gonna have all these businesses around you, bringing and streaming in all that income to you. And what is that gonna do? Well, that's gonna buy you a lot of the freedom he's talking about.
Yeah, that's gonna buy you personal freedom. Remember that. And then that comes with your businesses, just like Avila Branding, Tax Financial, Guru's Closet, Avila Capital, and everything else, right, that I have under the umbrella.
Well, what did you call, what is that, holding company? What is it called, that word that you use?
So the holding company, the parent company?
No, this is word that you call for a company that holds.
Oh, yeah, it's a conglomerate company.
So let them know what it is, Carlos.
So small business owners, self-employed individuals, as soon as you ask them, hey, I'm building a conglomerate company, or do you know what's a conglomerate company? They go silent. They don't know what it is. So a conglomerate company is simple. One parent company that owns private businesses under that umbrella. So we have the main company that has all the resources there, okay, that distributes down to the rest of the companies. That's what a conglomerate company is. One company that owns multiple small businesses, and that's what we have.
So that's one of the words that I recently learned as well, which was last week. Because even I was like, what? I was like, what celebrity is that? Like, it sounds like glamorous, So I was like, celebrities, like, okay. But that's one of the things about meeting new people. You learn something every day. For me, I'm out here in Long Beach with Carlos. Where can they find you, Carlos?
Instagram, my favorite one, Carlos Avila. You will find me there, Carlos Avila. You guys want tips? It's going to help me out a lot, so just follow there.
Yeah, there you go. So please go ahead and look for my friend here, Carlos Avila, on his Instagram. He's definitely got a lot of knowledge. He has some great mentors as well. Okay, so if you're looking where to start with Carlos. Start with me, _Jonathan, _Jonathan _Solis. And by the way, I'm running on like freaking 10 hours of sleep in 3 days. So we're here, like he says, I'm over here doing everything myself, right? Next time you guys see me, we're possibly going to be not doing everything myself, but we're going to have someone shooting the videos, someone shooting the audio, and then you're going to have someone back home taking care of all roads, garage doors. So the only thing I'm trying to work on is making sure that I'm that face. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Steve Jobs was over there building the phones, or freaking selling the phones.
He was strategizing.
He was there exactly strategizing, being the face of the company, which is what Carlos helps you get to. Stepping away from building, your company in the sense that you're in the company. He helps you work on it, not in it. And with the systems and the systems and the blueprint that Carlos has for small businesses like us, and I say small businesses because there's really nobody else but you. Okay, so it comes, of course, to a certain point where it becomes by definition not a small business, but you gotta cross a certain amount of employees to be a bigger business, right?
Yeah.
But as a small business, I call it a small business because it's only you doing the work, you doing this, you doing that, and if you cannot step away from your business,
3 months.
No, not even a week, man.
3 months.
If you step away from your business 1 week and then you're all over there stressed out because, oh man, I didn't make money this week, you're definitely gonna need someone like Carlos Avila. That's why we're out here today, making that connection, building up that relationship, to be able to work together in a sense that, hey, Jonathan, here you go, buddy. We finally built a system. Now we're hiring people. Now we have things in place to be able to step away. We're gonna definitely be working with Carlos Avila very soon to get all this stuff going on so that I could better not only myself but my business, which is an end goal at the end of the day. So Carlos,
my job, guys, is to get you guys out from being an employee, because that's what you are at the end of the day, okay, to be a real entrepreneur. But you have to go through levels, okay? That means you're gonna have to go through being an investor level, okay? You have to pass that, so that way we could get your company, and scale it.
That's right. So with what I wanted to share with you guys today was an individual that you may not see everywhere. You may not see on the billboards, right? You may not be...
That's the best ones.
The billboards?
No, the individuals that you don't see that are working.
That's what's like. I wanted to bring someone that not many know of, but I believe a lot of you should, because most of my following is entrepreneurs. Most of my following is business owners, right? So you may be like, who the heck is this guy? This is the guy that's going to get you out of the head hole. That freaking hellhole.
You experience what we...
right now we're just literally in one office that's across from his other office that has an office next to it. So you may be like, oh, okay, look at the little space. Yeah, the little space that you may see right now, but this whole system that he has... Yeah, this whole system that he has is built on purpose. It's built in a way that it's not just to be like, oh, look at the backdrop. Oh, look at the little office, or look at the little space they're in. It may look little, but let me tell you something about little. Sometimes the smallest minds, and I keep telling him, sometimes the smallest minds are the minds that we need to know about, because whether they'll be under a rock, right, and we don't know about them, whether they're doing their own thing and they don't share the knowledge, Sometimes it takes people or a channel like Guerrero's podcast to come and show you guys individuals like Carlos Avila, people like myself, people that you may not hear about every day, but have the knowledge, have the system, and have things in place to be able to step out of the current situation that you're in. Because honestly, man, for how long do you think I can run the way I'm running?
Not too long, man. You could get a heart attack tomorrow. And what happened?
That was last week, man. I was like, ugh.
You know, your heart could blow up in a heartbeat.
Literally.
Okay? And forget about you. What about your family?
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
You know, that's reality.
At least right now we're young. You know, I feel young. I'm in my 30s, but I feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm still able to function in a way that I'm not just, you know, falling asleep mid-talk. But it is going to take a toll. So we're trying to reduce that, meeting people like Carlos, because at the end of the day, having someone that backs you up, one of the things my coach says, and that's Coach Jesse, he says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a team. So now we're out here building a team to make sure that we don't only go fast, because that's going to happen. He told me, he's like, oh man, I think we could get this done in 2 years. And I said, 2 years? What would it take to make it happen in 1? We came up with a game plan like this. But that's the power of having people like Carlos Avila that know and have done the process. You know, people that are able to mentor and what's the other word for mentorship? Mentoring and coach.
Yeah.
Mentoring and coach individuals like myself through a process, through a system that it's already in place.
Yeah.
Do I want to sit there and think about every single little thing and build it? Can I do it? Of course. Do I want to? No, I don't. Okay, I'd much rather have someone like yourself be like, hey, Jonathan, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Then we sit down and then we plan out, and then we're like, all right, now the next step. Hey, now we need to do this, we need to do that. All right, cool. Let's sit down and talk about it. What are we doing? All right, next step. So if I was to try to build that myself, it would take definitely a lot of time. But with Carlos Avila help, you know, would you rather build, let me just put it this way, would you rather build a home through a manual, not through a manual, trying to, you know, research and Google, like, how do I put the stud? Where do I put this nail? How do I build the foundation? Can you do it? Of course you can. But one, you probably won't have the tools. You won't have the resources. You won't have the knowledge that you need to search for.
Yeah.
This is literally the tools, the knowledge, the foundation that will be built through what he already done.
And that's why I scared him with 2 years, because if somebody is telling you that they could do it in 3 months,
unrealistic.
That's not real, man. That's not real.
So that's why I said 1 year, you know, possibly we could make it happen, because in 1 year. And what is that going to take to do in 1 year, Carlos? It's going to take commitment. It's going to take applying everything that he says needs to be applied. It's going to take a lot of time for me, or at least for him too.
So I want to throw this out. I fired a client. when do you hear that? Like, I fired a client.
Not an employee, guys.
Not an employee, a client that was paying me, obviously, 3 days ago. Why? I didn't care about the money. I care about my health. He was not coachable. You know, he wasn't doing the work. You know? And I care about my proprietary systems that I'm going to protect myself and our company, right? And if you don't do the work, you're not going to get anywhere. You know, that's the whole point of that story, right?
So
that I fired a client.
Yeah, so with that, what he's saying is he's going to have the blueprint, but it's up to me to execute and put into action the things that he wants me to do. Now, why the hell would I, as a business owner, me getting away from having a boss or having someone telling me stuff, why would I listen to anybody else? Well, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's going to take me to the next level. When I had a boss, he would only take me to the next job.
Yeah.
Literally to the next job.
Seriously.
Listening to an individual like Carlos, like I said, is going to take me to the next level. And you may ask how. Well, I said earlier, I'm not going to be doing this forever. I'm not going to be using all my energy. I'm not going to be wasting time, right? And not necessarily wasting time, but taking all of my time and putting it into the business. I have a family. I have a life. I want to do stuff. I want to travel. Can I do that if I'm just working in the company? Of course not. But those are part of the struggles of being an entrepreneur. Is it bad that you're doing it? Of course not. What is bad is that now you heard what needs to be done and you won't apply something to it.
Yeah.
So if next year and the following year you're already this many years in and you're tired of working by yourself, and we literally just gave you the information of what you literally need to do next, and you don't apply it, it's definitely your fault.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we're in Guerrero's podcast, bro. You gotta share a struggle of you building all of this.
Let me tell you,
conglomerate
company.
You gotta share a struggle of building your conglomerate company. Because I could barely handle one freaking company, bro.
Well, it's because you don't have me.
Yeah, I have you now.
You need to have me in your life.
Yeah.
So a struggle, I could name a lot. I started working at Church's Chicken at 14 years old in a different city than where I live. Okay? Now, I had to grab 2 buses to get there at 14 years old. I was not living with my parents. I was in the process probably of getting adopted by another family. Okay, not a lot of people know this. Only Guerrero's podcast audience knows this.
We bring the whole soup to you guys.
So it came down to a point where I was homeless twice. Okay? Not a lot of people know that. Only in Guerrero's podcast know that. Okay? I was homeless twice. This is way before I got into business. At a young age, probably I had over 15 jobs. Literally, I still have my boxes out here of all the jobs I ever had. Why do you think I went into business? Because, guys, in life, we only have 3 roads, like all roads garage door, right?
All roads.
In reality, we only have 3 roads. You either have a job, you either have a career, or you have a business, right? I lived an unstable young life. That what were my chances of going back to school at this age right now? Really, I'm 39 years old as we speak. What is my chances, Jonathan, if I go to a college 6 years to get a college degree? What's my chances of going through that 6 years of my life? 0, right?
And then getting out and possibly not having the job.
Getting out, getting a little piece of dumb paper, and not even having a job. Okay, so we knew that career's out of the place. What's my chances of getting another job when I already had 15 jobs and they only lead to one place? Nowhere. Okay, so I had to choose the business route. So when I was studying to become a police officer, working in security, for a high-end individual also, okay, I started my security company, and that's how I ended up in the business world.
Do you still have the security company?
Yeah, we still operate it.
Damn, when did that start again?
Huh?
When did that start, the security company?
Last year.
Yeah. Okay, and then but you started this being a security. What was it? How long ago?
What? As soon as I was able to turn 18.
See, there you go. So
yeah,
the knowledge is there. The company started. And the company's still going.
Yeah.
One of the companies.
So that's exclusive. I don't talk about it a lot because our niche is, high-end people. So we want to.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to have the securities for me too, man.
Yeah, exactly. And those were some of the struggles. Never joined gangs. Never got into drugs or alcohol. But I started at that age.
Yeah, so you see, it's nobody ever has it easy. Whether it be
absolutely.
Struggling from being in a building, trying to build a family, to building the jobs, to figuring out the path that you want to take.
Yep.
At the end of the day, sometimes you try to figure out the path you think you got it, and then you kicked out of the freaking path you're in to start all over again.
Your audience heard it from your podcast.
Sorry?
Your audience heard it the first time on your podcast.
That's what I'm telling you. Like right here in the podcast, we have a lot of. I don't know what it is, man, but they're always sharing things that is like, dude, I never talked to anybody about this, and I'm just like, oh, dude, like, it's a special thing, because then that only tells me one thing is you feel comfortable, right, talking to me,
and that's one of the reasons, Jonathan, that I don't like to BS. I was like literally having nothing. Like, and now we link up. We talk. I'm here to help you. Whatever you guys need.
And that's over here, man. Freaking 6 hours away from home. I came to an event over on Saturday, and I was supposed to go back home right after. And of course, meeting up with Carlos is always great. I just met with him for the first time. What was it, last week?
Last week.
Last week. I wasn't even supposed to be out here this week, but with God's grace and His help and my energy, I was able to come back again. And then today, come and actually meet him at his office, see the whole system that he has here. Was able to hold the whole system in my hands almost, right? No,
the
not
whole
almost,
systems, and I role played what you need to do.
Yeah.
Remember that other resources need to come out from one place, to operate the rest.
Yeah. So with that, I honestly, it's a blessing when I come across people that know what they're talking about, because it's stuff that even if I've heard it, I may not even know. Like you said, I may not know the whole meat of what it takes for that burger to be complete. Because I only know the top bun, the bottom bun, and then I know it has lettuce, I know it has tomato, I know it has the meat, but what type of meat, man? What kind of condiments are we putting in there? What else goes in between that bun? And that's literally everything that we talked about today.
Yeah, I'm excited for our roads, your company, obviously, because we're gonna take it from where it's at. You're gonna make the millions, but I'm gonna take you out from your business. Okay.
Oh, dude, we're gonna.
That's my job, is to take that individual away from the business, and that individual works.
We're going after the Goliaths, guys.
Yeah.
Literally.
Easy. Oh, that's easy.
It's like these guys are so comfortable, they don't even know what's coming.
That's the easy part.
They don't know what's about to come. So again, it's I've known businesses out there in my area, in the Bay Area, that are literally been doing businesses for over 8-10 years. They're still doing the same thing. I'm not gonna be one of those businesses. And once I talked to Carlos, I saw why they're still in that same rat race, chasing their own tail.
Yeah.
So it was it was an eye opener. More than anything, it's a great friendship that's getting built. And up to now, man, all I can say is I'm grateful and thankful that I've met you, because like I say, not a lot of people know about Carlos Avila.
Not a lot of people know about me. There's a reason why I've been under the rocks, but now we're gonna give birth to something that you guys need.
Yeah, I keep telling him, I was like, we need to get you under that rock, Patrick Star. So it's one of those individuals, man, that honestly it's a blessing to have met, because he's outside of my box, looking from the top in, right?
Outsider.
Yeah, he's from the outside, so he sees me here, and then he's over here looking like, oh, this is what this guy is missing. He has this bird's eye view on the business. He has the bird's eye view on Jonathan Solis. He sees what's missing.
Remember how I told you I wanted to become a detective?
Oh, he got me.
I got him. I wanted to become a detective, and all that knowledge I could thank because of that training that I got. Like, I'm able to see the whole freaking crime scene, in your case, the whole business, and be like, where is the crime here, right?
Yeah.
And go in and solve it.
Oh, dude, man, I honestly, man, up to this point, I don't even know how I even came across people like Carlos, man. Like, a lot of the individuals, all the big names I hear, like, yeah, of course, it's great, but the real gold is with individuals like Carlos, because one, not that it's a bad thing, of course, he's gonna work on it, he's working on it, he's not known, right? So what does that do for individuals like me? He's able to step out of what he's doing, because up to now he's busy, of course, but he has more time to be able to take a look at Jonathan, at all roads, at the business, at the personal, at the branding. He's able to step back and guide me in a way that he's done it already. And I say that because he's already doing it. He already has all this in place.
Yeah, I've closed deals with cities. I know how to become a city vendor. I've talked to politicians, from mayors to city council people to nonprofit organizations to other businesses. Like, I could open doors you can't imagine.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, man, we need people like Carlos. And if you don't know, man, now you know. Go find the people that are experts in their niche. Don't go for people that are selling you a dream of everything but nothing. Okay? At the end of the day, you work hard for your money. You work hard for what you're doing. It's best that you figure out and actually step back and look about what you're getting yourself into. It's not necessarily bad to go and get yourself mentors, but look and break down the mentors and coaches that you're getting. Are they just bullshitting you? Are they telling you the truth? Are they showing you the real stuff? Or are they just selling you the same thing over and over and over again?
Yeah,
Okay?
all we're doing here is inviting you guys to start thinking of building your business the right way. And if you guys need steps on building those business the right way, reach out to Jonathan and he could reach out to me, or you go ahead and follow me.
Trust me, we definitely got the plan of helping people out now, in a sense, and not the people, individuals who have businesses, small business owners. We're definitely going to have a blueprint for you guys ready to go. And don't think it's just a copy and paste, even though it does take work. So don't think you're going to be like, oh, here it is, and then you're set. No, bleep that out, but no, that's not how it works.
Bleep.
That's not how it works. Of course, you're going to get the knowledge, you're going to get the blueprint, but it's up to you to apply the work and follow the steps. Be freaking coachable, man, more than anything. Don't freaking think that just because you have a business, you know it all. You may know where you're at, but you do not know it all, man.
So with what you saw in role play, and we role played in, a little bit. Now, do you believe me that I could manage any business?
Oh yeah, dude, definitely.
Small business,
definitely. And it was
now.
It's not that
do you believe that a person could have multiple businesses?
Shit, now I see how.
Yes.
Now I see how.
The reason I'm asking that is because there's a lot of individuals out there that own all type of businesses, and they don't have that skill, that ability.
No, it's definitely.
And it doesn't come down to that. A lot of people don't get that. It doesn't come down to that. You don't have to know it. You have to know what business. That's what you gotta know.
Would it be one of the things that riches is in the niches?
No.
Yeah,
No. You niche too much, then you ran out of people.
You leave money on the table that way.
Yeah. You don't. Do you eat only one food every day?
Oh, hell no, dude. I think we just ate steak earlier, and now we're gonna go probably have a smoothie or something, and then something nice.
No, I don't believe in niching down all the way.
Unless you're specified, what you think, like, I mean, like for yourself, you have your conglomerate, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that will be something that you want to niche down for sure, because you want to be able to buy and work on different companies. But let's say for all roads, it will be one thing to be like, hey, I'm just gonna niche down on garage doors, because I'm licensed to do windows, I'm licensed to do entry doors, But for me, I like niching down on the garage doors, and that's why I asked, because at the end of the day, if I start doing, I start going and do your windows, can I do it? Of course I can, but I don't know anything about windows like that.
Yeah, so there's a formula for that. You have to become the specialist.
There you go. I'm a specialist in garage doors. That's what I am.
You have to become the specialist and not the general person. Okay, as soon as you become the specialist, then it opens the doors for anything else.
Which comes down to, again, you need someone like Carlos Avila to put that all in place for you.
We're gonna open up medical clinics. Okay, that's in the plans right now. Right now, I have a general doctor. Right, you don't want to be the general doctor. You want to be the specialist. The specialist obviously focuses on one organ, right? Fixes that organ, but also recommends what else needs to be fixed. And then you delegate that. It goes back to you. You're going to be the specialist in fixing garages or doors. But now you're going to make recommendations. Hey, this needs that needs that. Do you need it? Here's my technician.
There you go.
Specialists, then the technicians.
Yeah, he literally just dropped some gold for you guys. Some very, very great clues that could help you at least start getting your brain thinking into, holy crap.
Now, if you do your marketing, I'm only doing garage doors, then you're niching too much. No, you don't do that.
Which, by the way, man, I didn't mention it earlier, but we have a part of this big plan that we've been talking about before we got on camera. Before I visited you, it's there's more to what I'm trying to do, And it comes down to that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going for your garage door, but I have eyes for everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So we might, windows, most garages have windows, right? Most garages has become a living space. So
yeah,
we're we're building around that now, because at the end of the day, for my business to get to where I need to, it's not just gonna be garage doors.
Remember when I said that your personal brand, you need to build a mandala around you? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with your business.
I am the business.
Yeah, you are the business. You are the face of the business.
Garage is its own business. So now that's literally what we're gonna do: separate Jonathan
from
more roads, so that I could build my business.
Now we're
Garage
talking.
Can be doing its own thing.
Yes.
So, guys, all I can say to this is.
So, you're gonna make $1 million on a personal brand with you, and you're gonna make another $1 million with your company. Okay. And then whatever other companies you start.
There you go, man. I don't think
that's what you should be striving.
That's some big game stuff right there. That's big player stuff right there. Okay, so like for me, I was not that I was small minded or close minded, but it was like, oh, I have a company. Yeah, how about you take those the blinds out of your face and start looking at the bigger picture? Like just step out and look at the big picture that's out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
it's gonna be good, man. I'm telling you.
It's already good, man.
Yeah,
it's already good. And sorry if I'm looking a little tired, man. Honestly, it's been a long weekend. I got out here Friday, 2 a.m. Checked in by 3 a.m. Woke up at 6 a.m. Got back home at 8 a.m. Or at least to the hotel. Got home by 8 a.m. Went to sleep around 11, 12. Like I said, he knows already. I was working on my business after doing what I had to do. Had to work on the business, right, or in the business at that point. Woke up again at 8. So I'm running very low on sleep. But you know what? I'm not running low on energy. It's just what's tired is the body. My mind is, let's go.
Yep, absolutely. And that's the fun part of it, because this is, one day you're gonna be laughing at this stuff.
I'm laughing right now,
you're
man.
Be laughing. You're gonna be
loco,
enjoying,
ya casi.
You're gonna say like, hell yeah, it was worth it. And you only do it once.
I mean, I don't know who lives twice unless you get a heart attack and come back to life.
You do it once, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see all the dreams that you have, being accomplished.
Damn, dude. It's just part of the dream is finding the help, networking, and finding the team. And let me tell you, we're definitely accomplishing that part now. And the only thing I can say to that is, building a team has been one of the hardest things for me as an individual to start, because I was
easy.
Yeah, of course. I hate that freaking word easy, because I tell him, hey, Carlos, go put a door. He's going to be like, fuck. And it's going to be hard for him to even get it.
Why me?
Why not? But you know what I mean? So some things may be easy for you. Some things may be hard for you. What's easy for me may be hard for you. What's hard for you may be easy for me. So at the end of the day, it's just finding the right people, the right individual with the right information, the right system, or whatever it is that you're looking for. Just the right information for you to go to that next level, for you to get to where you need to. Is there anything, let's just say for our entrepreneurs out there, right? People that are just starting year 1, year 2, year 3. Because I've been in business 5 years. And one of the things I've learned is, okay, well, I'm 5 years, but I don't want to do the same thing I'm doing for 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. For the people that are just starting right now, because I wish I would have heard this information in year 1. What is one good piece or one good tip that you could give for that entrepreneur in year 1, year 2, year 3?
So put it this way. If you're an entrepreneur, you own a small business, ask yourself, what kind of lifestyle do you want? Okay. Think about it. Process it a little bit. What kind of lifestyle do you want? And take those 3 years, 1, 2, and 3, to create that lifestyle that you want. But your business has to give it to you.
That's right. Don't be the business.
No. The business has to give you that lifestyle.
Remember what he said earlier. You're a business. Your business is another business. And you need to build around those businesses to bring you that money, to give you that lifestyle that you're looking for, that lifestyle that you want.
Yes, okay? We don't think about that, but we only think about starting a business. Yeah,
that was me, man. I just jumped. I was like, oh, a business.
No. A business is built on the lifestyle that you want. Remember that.
And note it down. Honestly, it's at least for me, that information hit different when I heard it, and it wasn't too long ago. Like I said, that's why I am grateful and thankful that I got to meet Carlos Avila today, or not today. We've been actually like having some really powerful conversations for a while now, man.
Yeah,
I just recently met him in person because I'm old school, man. I like to come and shake hands. I like to look people in the eye, but like you heard, build your business to give you the lifestyle that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you don't want to do what I mean, honestly, if you're listening to this and you're in year 1, year 2, year 3, and you're hearing this information, let me just clarify this. You do not want to go year 4, year 5, year 6, a decade using you as the business, because you can definitely step away, build yourself, build the business, and build that lifestyle with everything that's around you. Yeah. To become and do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yep. Like my lifestyle, I'm gonna give you guys mine. Very simple. Freedom.
Freedom to what?
Freedom over my time. Because with time, I could make as much money and I could go anywhere I want.
There you go. Yeah, I literally took a whole day out of this guy, man. Last Friday, was it? Yeah, right? Friday. I went to an event and it ran a little bit longer than expected. And I put it on Instagram. I was like, hey, guys, you know what? We might have to break bread at the end. You know, I'll see you guys by a certain time. And this guy, he's like, hey, Johnny, is it a house or what is it? And I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm about to be there. He was outside or something. And I'm like, so he took 2 hours to get to Rancho Cucamonga from Long Beach. He waited for me, was another
2.5.
Another 2 hours and a half. And then he stayed there.
And I was the last one who left.
And I was about to say, he stayed there and was the last one to leave. And he left at 1:47 on the dot. I remember it.
Yeah.
And a lot, like I said, once I met the person, man, the commitment and the respect that I have for this man now, man, it's at another level, because, like I said, had it been anybody else, I would have like, this guy, you know, but like I said, he's on the outside of the box. He has the bird's view, or that bird's eye view. That's definitely something, like I said, I've been so focused on the business that I don't see it, but he does. So do I want to trust him? Do I want to work with him? Yeah, I do, man. Of course I do. So wanna since we're in Guerrero's podcast, but I always like to ask them what does it mean to be a guerrero to you?
A guerrero is a fighter. You know, you're a fighter. You've been fighting 5 years.
True.
And you haven't quit. You know?
Not anytime soon.
And now it's time for, to fight a little bit more and get out.
That's right. It's like we're on you just remind me kind of like the Spartans, man. They're fighting, or they go to their fight, they go to the war, and yeah, man, there's a lot of losses, and that movie, of course, would be death, right? In my case, it would be a lot of sacrifices that were made, as far as spending time with family, sacrificing outings, not being there for the family. I lost my grandpa in September. I was doing business. Did I fucking cry? Dude, I sucked that shit back in.
Yep.
Why? Because I had to do what I had to do. I didn't have the time to go and cry and soak and freaking just, be human. I didn't have, up to now, I haven't had that time.
Yeah.
I'm still it's still in there, man. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that you mentioned earlier, is like, hey man, like you shared something with me that was like, dude, there was family that couldn't be there because of their job. I don't have time. And if they don't have the time, it's because they don't have the money to step away from what they're doing. Yeah. And that's literally what happened to me, man. And I mean, for me, it was more of my grandpa's in Mexico. I can't travel and come back to Mexico from Mexico like that. I will need to get a whole permit, but I wanted to share that because at the end of the day, you do have family, you are human, you need time. You definitely would love to travel or do whatever it is that you like on your free time. But those are the things that you want to work on. So for people in my year 1, year 2, year 3 of business, think about this. Can you step away from your business and not worry about it? Yeah. And if you step away from your business and not worry about it, and if you can actually do that, can your business make money without you? And if it can't make money without you, can it make more without you?
And the reason, Jonathan, I bring that up too, is because obviously when my relative got sick, he didn't get sick for a week or two. This took a whole year, okay, of sickness. So who could take a whole year off?
That's right.
From their business, from their job, from nobody. I can. I literally can.
The support that comes out of that, man. For
because I created my business based on that freedom that I wanted for whatever happens over here.
That's right, man. That's a beautiful thing, because the one thing that does kill people faster than anything is stress. The stress because you gotta go back. The stress because you don't have the time. So if you're sick, and you let's say, like, if I was to get sick, man, I would probably die much faster from the stress than the sickness itself, because then it's like, oh, I'm sick, I can get up, I can go to work. If I can go to work, I can take care of the family. If I can take care of the family,
and that's another reason why we're building clinics.
You know what I mean? So, it's like I said, man, it's a blessing to have met you. Have come up and talk to you and actually shake your hand and be in person, see your businesses in action pretty much on a Sunday.
We're here. We're small business here. I mean, a small headquarters. He
likes using that word small, man, but ain't nothing small about what he's doing, honestly.
Because I'm short.
Está chaparrito, no chiquito. But like I said, again, if you're looking for that help and you have a business and you're just starting, you got Carlos Avila, you got me. If you can get to Carlos Avila, like I said, get to me. I'll freaking put you in contact with the man and get you going. But that's it, brother. That's one of the things that I think the entrepreneurs need to hear. The real raw truth about what it is of
the raw truth. And there's hope out there for entrepreneurs. You could reach anything, man. They just got to do it. There's no colors in it. There's only black and white. You either do it or you don't.
And for the ones that do it, good shit. The ones that don't, I mean, that's on you.
Get shit.
Get shit, bro. Like, get shit on, like, for real. But then again, brother, thank you for being in Guerrero's podcast. It's a very short and sweet episode for you guys, just to get that valuable lesson. No bullshit, just raw content.
No bullshit.
There's no, I mean, they're gonna bleep that stuff out, right? That's gonna be as fake as it gets. But then again, guys, thank you again for joining. If you made it this far, you're definitely the people I want to speak to. If you got any type of value out of this, drop a comment, drop a like, whatever it is that you like. If you know anybody that can use it, please go ahead and share it. And you already know, man, Guerreros.
Go Guerreros podcast.
Let's go. See you guys later, man.
Absolutely. We're going to take this Guerreros everywhere.
We already gave my word that I'm going to take it around the world. That last name is going to be her.
You have a promise.